Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where we are restoring this 72 Nova, and we're going down the home stretch of finishing all the bodywork, stripping it all down to the metal and reworking the bodywork. All we got left to do is this door. It's got a little bit of Bondo showing here, but if it's anything like the other door, it's probably going to be all Bondo, or a lot of Bondo on there. So anyway, I'm going to take off the handle, the lock, strip it down with a grinder all the way to the metal, and take out all the old Bondo and redo it all. Yeah, I can feel a dent right there. Dent right there. But that's all we got left to do. We got every other panel done, stripped, reworked, and primed. So after I do that door, we got to sand it all down, block it all down, and reprime it. And then after that dries, just sand it down with like 400 grit, and it's ready to paint. So I'm going to show you some of it. I use a block, and this is just DA paper. You can buy regular long board paper or strips or whatever, but I usually, you can buy all that stuff. You know, I've got air files, I've got big, whatever it is, 8-9 inch Bondo buster. Here's the air file here. But when you go to buy, you know, these strips here are a lot more expensive than a roll. I usually do all my body work. I buy a roll of 80. It's like 27 bucks off eBay, and a roll of 180, 100 each, 100 discs. Okay, they're about 27 bucks each. So, you know, 50 something bucks. That's all it takes for a car. You won't even need half that. You get into this stuff, buying these. I don't know if I got a big DA. It's probably those big discs. I don't know. Years ago they were $1 each. They're probably friggin' $2 each now. You know, you'd end up spending another 50 bucks on that stuff, and it'll save a little bit of time. But you know, if you're in a rush, you know, use the big Bondo buster, use the air file, buy all the fancy stuff, buy the easy sanding Bondo. I just used the Bondo, $18 a gallon from eBay. And you know, the epoxy primer, I've been showing it in videos, but this Speed Coat epoxy primer, that's $125. Comes with a hardener. $125 shipped. So, you know, about 200 bucks worth of body materials to do a whole car. And if you get into, you know, buying, you know, what Dan say it was, the sprayable Bondo, the thick primer, and all the other stuff I mentioned, you're into, who knows? I think Dan said that his primer was $2.50 a gallon. He's already used 2. He'll probably need to use 2 more. It's $1,000 in primer. Totally unnecessary. So anyway, get back to the point. This is basically what I use. This DA paper, and you sand it, and then you just keep. I can't do it with 2 hands. You just keep whacking the sand out of it. Now, so you want to start off. Now this is the guide coat. It's just some old base coat that I had. I sprayed a thing on it, which was a mistake. You can buy special paint that's called guide coat, and whether that doesn't gum up sandpaper, I don't know, but this base coat does. I'll show you here. So you want to just keep going like this. go diagonally back and forth. Never sit there and dig into one spot. So this is the guide coat here. That's why you got to constantly whack the sandpaper off. And what I use is the files here I use. So after, you know, sand for a minute or so, you just use this and pop the old sandpaper, the old dust off of it. So when you can see here, you know, little low spot there, grind marks here in the black and all that. So yeah, I would recommend putting this guide coat on if you don't have too much experience doing body work. But I've done it so long, I can see what needs to be sanded out instead of using. But I just put the guide coat on here to show you guys. So what you do is you just keep blocking it out till all that black is gone. Just keep getting the dust out of it. Now if it doesn't go away, then that's when you got to use some spot putty, or that's another thing I don't use is spot putty. I just use Bondo. Same stuff. Spot putty might sand a little bit better, but so if there's any low spots, which are usually dents, that's what you need to do. Was that a low spot, or is that just metal showing up? I think that's just metal showing up there. As you can see, and then this is the Bondo here. We'll fix some dents. You just keep sanding this with, and this is 180 grit. I didn't mention that. You don't want to use nothing coarser than 180 doing this. Well, if you do, then you reprime it and resand it with 180. But we don't want to get into all that, because you want to do that. You want to get all your body work and all the sanding and pinholes and stuff out the first time before this primer goes on. Else you're sitting there priming the car 3, 4, 5 times, and it's not necessary. Just prime it twice. Once after body work, and you block it like this, and right before paint. So as you can see, all that black is disappearing. Yeah, I think that was just some black metal showing under there. As you can see here, you can see the grind marks and stuff where I ground it. So you just keep blocking her down. We're gonna do a few panels, so you gotta knock that stuff out. Knock it out. You keep using the sandpaper till it don't sand no more. A lot of people, especially in shops, that they don't care what it costs, they use this thing for 2 minutes and then throw it away. So complete waste of money. Okay, so you keep keep going, and you can see it slowly goes away. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a couple of panels at a time and then prime them. Like I'll do this deck lid and the other quarter panel and then prime them. That way the primer dries, and by the time I'm all done, I can start back here and sand it with 400 grit. Or, you know, you can just do the sand down the whole car and prime the whole car and then wait 3 or 4 days for it to dry. That's the thing with that epoxy primer. It's not fast drying. You got to let it dry for 3 or 4 days, and then it'll sand just like regular primer. See, it doesn't gum up. Somebody asked me, well, does the epoxy primer gums up the sandpaper, doesn't it? No. At least not the one I use. You just knock it out. Knock it out with your file or your hand. So yeah, epoxy primer is not, you put it on there and wait 2 hours and sand it. It's not like that. You gotta let it dry real good for a few days. Especially if you're in the south here, it's gonna be 80 degrees today. Set it out in the sun for a couple of days, let it dry up. If you're in a rush, you can try some other brand of primer that dries faster if you want, but it's not necessary buying that high build expensive primer. $2.50 a gallon, totally unnecessary. We'll block in here. You can see there's another dent I fixed here. It's coming out. And then all the black's coming out. Then you can do it by hand, you know, over little edges like this. This has got a little curve right here. For all the curves and everything, I use these here. These are the middle of the DA paper rolls, and you put it like that. There you go. You got your areas for the curves. Just keep it. That's just a little trick. You don't have to buy any special block or anything for that. And I only use 2 blocks. I use this long one and a little short one there for regular stuff. You use a big long one when you're doing whole panels. So yeah, just keep going like this while all the black's gone. Okay, I'm sure you don't want to. This is going to take, when I say a day's worth of work, I really mean 4 or 5 hours. I don't mean 8 or 10. So this is going to take me like 3 or 4 days to completely sand and reprime this whole car. So, and I don't, you know, I'm like a lot of people. I can't sit there and do that day after day after day for 3 or 4 days. I got to stop and do something else. I got all these other cars I do something too. But I'll stop and I'll show you what's underneath this door when I grind it down. So we got that door to do and prime, and then, like I said, we'll start sanding panel by panel. And I got the carb kit for this. Bought it off of eBay. It's a Jiffy kit. Basically a carb kit is taking or a carb rebuild is taking the carb off, cleaning it up, and then it's got a few little things to put in there, and then new gaskets. It's kind of hard to show it doing it one-handed. Could do a tripod, but it takes, you know, takes about an hour, a couple hours, and you don't want to sit there and watch it for a couple hours. So I'll show you when I get it out. I'll lay it down on this carpet, or on this cardboard, and show you the, you know, other than the gaskets and everything, it's just a couple little needle valves there that go. Mainly the problem is the float is sticking, which is causing the gas just to overflow and dump in there. So there's a little, I did it on the 78 Nova over there. It's just a little valve there that pops that float up and down, and that'll just be gummed up in this. Sure, the same thing. So I'll show you that little part, but I'm not going to show you the whole carb rebuild because it's just boring and everything. So when we get to that, I'll show you a bit of that. Showed you some sanding. We'll show you doing the door, and then whatever else comes up. Might be a few little things. I got a bunch of parts that I ordered and that are coming in. I got I think I told you I got this hood molding, but I haven't showed you yet. I got that. I did buy I did buy the SS scoops. I'll show you while I'll get the camera rolling here. Okay, I was a little bit leery of these because I heard they were cheap plastic, but now I've had these Novas in the past. These scoops here are heavy as hell. The originals. Very, very heavy. And that's what these ones are. These are very heavy. So they're made out of steel, they're not plastic. And it's chrome with the black in there. It's heavy. The only thing it didn't come with, I don't think, is the little nuts that go on the back. Okay, and I knew that they didn't come with the frames. Basically, they wanted, I don't know, $250 for these and the frames. And so I ordered these for $100. Okay, they're anywhere from 100 to 200. That's why I go on eBay. You go on eBay, put in, I think they're called hood bezels, or you could put in a scoop or louvers. And you know, 20 sellers will come up, and they'll be anywhere from 100 to 250. So I bought these for 100. I didn't care if they were cheap plastic because I didn't want to spend the money, but they are very heavy steel, just like factory. Okay, so I got them first, and now I just ordered the frames. It's just a chrome deal that goes around it, and then the little studs go into it. So anyway, what I got to do is I got to find a diagram showing where the holes go for these. I'm going to drill the holes out before I paint it. I'm going to sit there with a drill and scratch brand new paint. Okay, so I got them and the frames coming. I also got this rear panel coming, and that's another thing too. I'm pretty sure that's another one, anywhere from 100 to 250 bucks for the rear panel that comes here. Don't know if it's going to be steel or plastic, it doesn't say. Probably cheap plastic. And then the picture has the SS emblem on it. Now the SS emblem alone is like 45 bucks. So I just ordered the whole back panel for, I think it was 100 bucks. 100 bucks for it with the SS emblem. So if you bought the SS emblem for 45, it'd be 55 for the panel. Now I don't know if it's going to come with it. Picture showed it is, but it may not. But anyway, that was the cheapest. Bunch of other panels in there, 200 bucks without an emblem. I don't know if it's steel or plastic. So anyway, that's coming. It'll probably be here by the time this video, so I can show you that. Okay, if you've been following along, you already know I got the new taillights. I got these. I got to drill the holes for these little fender louvers. I still got to put the new taillights in, make sure they fit. The fender louvers go down here. I have to drill the holes, find a little template thing, know where the holes go. This is for the Nova emblem. So I got that coming. I'll show you that. The hood chrome, I had 3 of them, and every one of them was just beat to hell, I believe. Well, shit, maybe I didn't have that open. I thought I opened that up already. Anyway, the only thing that was good on mine, out of 3 of them, was the emblem here. So that's it there. It goes here. Another one. They're anywhere, I bought this for 68 bucks. Okay, they're anywhere from 68 to 200. So, now, you know, the $200 ones might be better quality. I don't know. I'm not too concerned about it. So I got that. I also ordered the eyebrow moldings. Same thing, anywhere from 80 bucks to 150. Or 169, 179 was one pair. So I got a pair for 80 bucks. They go right here. They're coming too. Okay? They're not here yet. I probably forgot some other stuff, but those are the main things that I've ordered. I think I got everything that I need for this. So after it's painted, even though it's not going to be painted here for a little while, a couple more videos here. And as you know, I like stripes. I got stripes on my Nova. Although, you know, this is almost a Nova Ventura GTO. It's a GTO, but based on the Ventura. That stripe there, it's, at first glance, it looks like a Nova Rally stripe. Although Ventura, I think, called it a Sprint. I'd made that design. There's no, I painted it on there. I masked it up, just made the design. So this, I was trying to decide whether I wanted to put stripes or, now I can buy a Rally Nova decal kit. If y'all been around for a while, you watch somebody asked me about the Aspen. Yeah, the Aspen's just sitting right here. Okay, it's another one that's, I don't drive it because the title's messed up from 1987, and I'll have to file a different way to get a title. Okay, this is a decal kit you buy off Phoenix Graphics, and I had a video putting that on there. You can buy the same thing for a Rally Nova, so I thought, well, maybe I'll do a Rally Nova decal kit. It's like 200 bucks, or I could paint one like that. So that's what I haven't decided yet, whether I should, I don't know what it would look like with stripes and a Rally stripe, or just do the Rally stripe. I don't know, put some comments below. I definitely always like, on all these cars, you know, along the bottom where it's black, I like to paint from here down black with a little stripe. So that's definitely going on there. Whether I should put the Rally on there, yeah, comment below if you think it'd look better. And the Rally stripe, like that, has Rally written in it on the back, on the decal. So that's one good thing, because I wouldn't be able to paint that. So yeah, comment whether you think it'd look better with two stripes, like these, or a Rally stripe down the side. And of course, you know, if I didn't buy that back panel, I'd paint this black with two little stripes, but we got that SS panel, whatever you want to call it, coming. Okay, so yeah, comment what you think on that. So anyway, I figured I'd fill up this video with some of this talk about what I bought and everything, because mostly it's going to be all sanding and it's going to be boring. And if I just showed you what I showed you, sanding this, it'd be you know, a 2-minute video. You don't want to sit there and watch me sand for 3 days. Okay, so that's what I got going on. So I'll be back. Might be a day or two before I get that carb kit out, carb off, and everything. We'll show you a bit of that. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, guys, I got half this deck lid done. There's a little spot there I missed. I'm gonna go over it a little bit better, but I didn't have my glasses on when I was sanding it, but that's about 90% done. We just got a few little spots we got to block. But anyway, that's what you wanted. This is the before and after. You just sand her all down till all the black's gone. Okay? Now, I got this door ground down, and big old Bondo spot here. You can see where it's been cracked because, I don't know, they probably didn't pull the dent out. So yeah, I'm going to grind all this down to metal. I just wanted to show you where the Bondo was. A couple of dings here, you know, pretty good sized ding there and there and there. And then of course these are the where the aftermarket rivet-on moldings went. So we're gonna grind all that down to the metal, and I'll be back to show you that. Okay guys, got her all stripped down to the metal. I don't know if you can see this dent here, but yeah, it's got scrape right in there, but they didn't even pull it out. So I'm gonna use my little things, get from the inside there and beat that out a little bit. Other than that, it's not too bad. Just, you know, a little ding there, ding there, ding here, here. Fill in, ding there. Fill in these better with Dynaglass. But not as bad as the driver's side. Anyway, if you're new, that's how I do the whole car. Whole car stripped right down the metal. Even got the rocker panel down there. And then you rework, then you do your body work and prime it. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, this door's all done, ready to prime. Wasn't that bad, not nearly as bad as that other door. Then I had to go around and sand all the edges here. I think I'm gonna go black around here. Flat black. Okay, then I got the where's the deck lid? I showed you that. I got the deck lid and this quarter panel here all blocked down, ready to reprime. Then she'll be ready to paint. Okay, so I'm fixing to reprime this door and quarter panel and deck lid. Okay, now I got the rear panel in I was telling you about. Got it off eBay, but it's through Speedway. So I guess you can, Speedway Motors, they're on eBay too. You can either, you know, get it off eBay through them or through their direct website. Okay, now, it is plastic and it did come with the SS emblem. You have to figure out, kitty, you have to figure out whether it goes that way or that way. You see the emblem? It's not flat. So it is plastic, but you know, it seems all right. And come with the little nuts here, the whatever. It says a lifetime warranty through this company here. I guess that's who makes it, Ted Williams Enterprises, and then they sell it to Speedway, and then Speedway sells it to you. It was 119 bucks, shipped, tax, everything. Okay, so you know, I was hoping for metal, but I lucked out. It did come with the emblem. You know, if you buy that emblem separate, it's 45 bucks. So if you deduct 45 bucks off you know, 120, that's what, 175 or 75 bucks. Basically 75 bucks for the panel, 45 for the deal. So that's gonna go right in there. And what I'm gonna do, put the animals all in the way here. I'm going to line that up. I have to look at some Google pictures online and see exactly how high that goes that way. And then this emblem, to me, the emblem looks like it should be that way, most likely. So I'm going to, when we got 4 holes, I'll pre-drill the 4 holes. That way I don't have to fuck around with it while after it's painted. And I'll get them taillights out and make sure they fit, because they're aftermarket too. So I'll get all the holes pre-drilled, but I won't put any of that on until after it's painted. So anyway, just thought I'd show you that, give you the price of it. Remember, at the end of all these builds, I'll make a separate video of after it's all done, and I go over and list every part and what each part cost me, and materials, you know, paint, you know, all that stuff. and I'll give you a grand total of what this whole car cost me to build. Okay, I've done that to all these other cars there, the last few that I did on this channel. That's the 78 Nova, the Chevelle, the GTO, the Aspen over there. Okay, so anyway, let me get this in primer. I'll show you that. I told you I'd do that carb kit, but I thought about making a separate video on that. It's really hard to do. It's only an hour. It's probably take an hour or two, you know, if I take my time, 2 hours. Taking it off, taking it apart, putting it back together, putting it back on. And you don't want to see 2 hours of that, but I thought I'd make and doing the carburetor, it's kind of one of them things that you take apart and you want to clean it and put it back together without too much of a delay, because you'll forget where shit goes. Little springs and little balls and little needles and all that stuff. Although a little 1 barrel is pretty simple, but if you got a big 4 barrel apart, you know, you don't want to leave that, you know, for overnight and go to it the next day. You'll forget where the hell shit goes, and then you're trying to remember, and even if you took pictures of it, you're looking and figuring out, and it's best to do it all at once. Take it apart, clean it, put it back together all at once. And stopping to try to film it and set a tripod and all that stuff is going to be time consuming and everything else. But I might do a separate video, because just to make another video, because this sanding, you know, I did the quarter panel and the deck lid. I still got to do the whole roof, the whole front end, the whole left side, and y'all don't want to see that. You just see me do a few panels, and you know, this is going to take me 3 or 4 days to sand and reprime that, so that's 3 or 4 days wasted of not making a video. So I thought I'd just make a video of the carburetor separate. So let me do that then. And anyway, I'm fixing to mask all this up and prime it, so I will be back a little bit. Okay guys, I got it all primed up, so the body work is completely done now. So I just got about 3/4 of the car to block sand and reprime, and then it'll be ready to scuff and shoot. Okay, I put in the new tail lights and SS panel there. Make sure they fit. They fit pretty damn good. And the Nova emblem here. And this emblem, from what I could see from the Google images, the wider part goes down at the bottom. So, yeah, there it is. Looks pretty good. They're awful thick gaskets in these taillights, but that's alright. So yeah, I'll be taking them off before I paint it and then put them back on. I just want to make sure they fit. I also got, I thought I left them on the hood. Eyebrow moldings came in. Left and the right. They go in here. Yeah, I need to move over. Something like that. They're not, I don't know if that little contour is right or not. Yeah, that has it too. So anyway, yeah, those were 80 bucks. Anyway, so I got that in. Okay, I guess that'll do it for this video. Like I said, I'll do the next video. I'll do the carb kit there for a separate video. And like I said, I don't want to bore you with blocking and repriming the rest of this car. You've already seen enough. Okay, well, I want to welcome all the new subscribers. I got a video that took off, went, viral for me anyway, was repairing that dash panel. Got like 45, well, that was this morning. It could be 50,000 views already on that. And that video alone got in about 1,000 subscribers in the last couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. It just going way up there. So yeah, welcome new viewers. Stick around. We'll be fixing stuff like that. We're almost done with this Nova. A couple more videos and we'll have her painted. Well, then we'll put it together and put some black on it. Like I said, comment below if you want to see the Rally Nova type stripe on the side or 2 racing stripes. I don't know about both, but we'll get that done the next few videos. And then this is going to be a long project, but this 68 Nomad Chevelle wagon is going to be next. Sitting in a field since 1991. So stay tuned for that. It's going to take a while, but stay tuned. There probably is not a lot of parts to buy for this. You know, little stuff like patch panels for the back or stuff like that. I'm going to have to make them. You know, the front end's the same as a 2-door. I can get parts for that, but there's going to be a lot of stuff here we're going to be making and fixing. Like all this rust around the window. See, this molding's just hanging there. I got big plans for this car, so that's going to be next here. So subscribe, bottom right hand corner of the screen there, just click that. It doesn't cost you anything, it's free. You'll be notified when you click your subscribers there. It'll show up the new videos, so you don't want to miss that. And you don't want to miss painting this Hugger orange. So yeah, just stay tuned. You'll never know what you can, little tips and tricks and you can pick up and learn. So anyway, yeah, welcome to all the new subscribers, and thanks everybody for watching. We'll see y'all next video.